So welcome to Jakarta here in Indonesia. Côte d'Ivoire in the white and Iran in the red. And what for both countries is an absolutely vital matchup. So Côte d'Ivoire will have a look at it in the half court. Kone gets to the baseline, puts it on the floor and kicks wide open. Look, early is long. And that's a great job on the glass, but I think it's going to go off the back. And it has gone off the back of Iran on the glass. Did a great job securing the inside in terms of boxing out, but just couldn't secure the basketball. New 14. Delier will inbound the basketball. Kone, nice pass. Foul on the play. It's all about the pass. Because Iran are pack in the middle. He threaded the eye of the needle on that pass. And an aggressive start by Côte d'Ivoire, really taking it hard to the hoop.
Yeah, you said it, threading the needle. Nice little pick and roll action. As Sidibe also, you have to have your hands up. Sidibe, excuse me, you have to have your hands up ready to catch those kinds of passes.
Yeah. Sidibe makes the second, and Côte d'Ivoire will extend the defense. Really aggressive, physical start. It's a little bit soft once the ball's in, and Iran will get into the half court. Gregorian will initiate, going to reverse it, get to the second side. They go high pick and roll. The open three is short, and somehow the Ivory Coast almost give up the board, but Kone looks really accomplished at the point. Great hands by Ali Akbar. And it's a bit messy. When the ball leaves Kone's hands, it looks a little bit frantic.
You know, kind of, they became a little bit obsessed with trying to get the ball inside, knowing that Sidibe was open. But good job there by Iran, putting ball pressure, making the pass inside even more difficult, and then the big man getting back, finding your defender.
Charlie will inbound. Amini comes off the screen, it doesn't go aggressive. Charlie stops, pops, the long three is short. And the defensive rebound is corralled in by Sidibe. Delier puts it on the floor. Can't get to the hoop, gonna have to back out. It looks like he wants to go up. Nice little pass, the easy mid-range two is knocked down by Sidibe. Moved well to the spot.
Yeah, moved really well. I like the intensity. I think Côte d'Ivoire, they know what their advantage is against this Iran team. Again, can they do it for 40 minutes?
Well, they've turned it over again. Ali drops it inside. Bar, one of the more experienced players, gives it up.
Captain for them.
Yeah, Daddy into the middle, drops it off. Great block. Absolutely, look after the ring protection. And Ali Akbali has really been active early here. But as you say, Shona, their ability to penetrate, looking to be aggressive is what the Côte d'Ivoire are really focusing on. They have to put this up, though, down on the shot clock. 3 seconds left. Little flow by Kone, doesn't get it. Ali Akbar's knocked it away again. And the big man really making a statement. To the ring for two is good. And Gregorian just went coast to coast and really finished well. But Kone going the other way off the glass, gets the drop. And if you don't stop him early, he's going to keep going.
I was just about to start talking about Gregorian. Great take by him. Not intimidated at all by the more athletic. It was almost a 1-on-3. He had a little bit of advantage. Way to use his body and not allow Ba to block him on that take, but just no one getting back on the other end.
Yeah, 6-2. Côte d'Ivoire with a really positive start. Iran settling down. Needs to hit the second side. I mean, he puts it on the floor. Wants to go up, goes strong to the glass. Floater is no good. Ali Akbar can't secure it, but he's still active. Chance for Côte d'Ivoire going the other way. Delier will penetrate, push, and the three is long. Sidibe's all over the glass and has the presence to throw it off. Gregorian, so Côte d'Ivoire will control it on the baseline. And that's a really positive start by Ali Ivory. Really responded to the start well, gets really active. He's replaced by Nisre, and he's just got to keep picking it up. Not the same size, strong on the inside. He's got to get active on the glass. Kone, nice pass. Short two is no good. Super hands. Tremendous job by Nisre Zouzoua. Amini will back it out. Takes the ball screen. Rewarded. Ziari goes up, left hand off the glass. Should have gone off the glass. Can't get it to go. And they're getting the ball in good places, just can't finish. Sidibe will go to screen, they turn it down, the penetration, wide open, extra pass. Kone comes off the screen. Nice ball movement. This is very deja vu-ish for Côte d'Ivoire, moving the ball really well. They're going to have to put this up. Bar is going to travel. But running a lot of nice half-court stuff here, Côte d'Ivoire. Again, that's exactly how they started against Spain. Moved the ball well, had good options. They just got to believe that's the way they're going to play the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, they kept it tight against Spain, not just the first 8 points of that game against Spain, but more or less the first quarter. They looked okay against Spain, and like you said, they kind of poked the bear. Spain fell into their rhythm, and I think defensively just understood what they had to take away, slow down Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire, they need to play at a high pace. They need to try and attack the basket. They need to use their length, athleticism.
Nice pass inside out. Bar attacks the closeout. Shared it. I think they just heard you.
Well, you know, Côte d'Ivoire, they're not an amazing three-point shooting team, but they're not a bad three-point shooting team. So you have to close out, take away the three. And a great take there. But, you know, you have to close out, take away the three, and they're so fast that one help comes, it's hard for the other help to get there, and that's what we saw the last time down for Côte d'Ivoire.
Amini with the two, but again, he's continuing to impress. A turnover, got a little bit congested. Brown have a number advantage, should be an easy two. Here's an easy two. Nisre Zouzoua, the big man who's come in, and we said he had to pick up after the good start by Ali Ivory, and he has. Both ends of the floor. Sidibe thinks about the three. Dali outside. Kone gets it back. Inside out. Cedric Barr hits his third side out. Cartier for the top three. Buries it from deep. Again, I think they listened to him. You know, you said they weren't a bad three-point shooting team. He just nailed one deep on the clock.
I mean, 35% in that game against Spain, against a very good Spanish defense. But how about Amini now?
Yeah, Amini
feeling it. 5 points, last 5 points for Iran. Excuse me.
Amini impressed in game day one and has picked it up. Went to the ring well, stroked it, answered the Dadier three with one of his own. And it's taken 5 minutes for both teams looking a little bit more comfortable now, much better offensively. The rhythm, initial lack of good decisions is now pass, foul on the penetration as the closeout came. And Fofana off the bench immediately has an impact.
He had a good game for them, though, against Spain as well. Okay, we know that Spain ended up winning by 30, 64 to 94. And it was really... Spain figured out what they had to do.
Yeah. Well, Fofana's, playing in Pro A in France. I mean, he's got...
Oh, yeah. He's been
quality.
in France his whole career. Yeah. In a very, very good league. Some second division, some top division teams. We're actually both in Nantes at the same time, so I know him a little bit.
All right. Penetration, floated, but it ends up being a pass. Wide open in the corner. Drew the contact on the Well, couldn't be a flyby because Daly put it on the floor and just took the foul. But that's the scout on Daly. You know, you want to make him put it on the floor and not let him get his feet set.
And you know, obviously Iran, you said it, that's the scout, but I said because they are an okay three-point shooting team, that's where you see those kind of crazy closeouts.
Yep. Kone, that's the action happened. 7 on the possession, gonna have to go. Daly puts it on the floor, tries to get his feet set, pulls up from 2, is no good. And you've got to say Iran are doing a job. They're really putting their body on the line defensively. Good box out, handle. Siaki puts it inside. Kazemi feels the double team, finds the open man, extra pass, 3 in the corner is good. That's a great read, super ball movement, and they nail the 3, and Iran are at the game.
Great job there by Iran. Finally take the lead in the game. It's a long game. It's, you know, you don't want teams to freak out when they get down early.
Well, Tony got caught in 2 minds, ended up going with the floater, doesn't make it, and Iran chance to increase the lead. Chile looks inside. The look was good. The pass was just had a little bit too much on it, but the ball with 2.8 seconds on the possession will stay with Iran. It's a nice look, you know, they're going inside, just overthrew the pass. Kone's going to take some time on the bench.
How about Amini for Iran right now? Only 18 years old. He had 4 points in his first game. Tonight he already has 8.
Well, the quick release on the 3 with no time on the clock is no good, as Reza Farr couldn't get it to drop. Diabate tries to move Cote d'Ivoire into the half court. Looks to attack. Extra pass on the corners turned down. They take the open 3. And Fofana was wide open in the corner. Coast to coast again, now 1. Are they going to count it? Yep. Didn't call the and 1. The official just wanted to make the point that
it's going to be a goaltending because he touched the cylinder.
Ashieki again, quick down the floor, the small guard. Now he's trying to create some pressure up the floor. Just needs to work the ball over, though. Doesn't need to try and create too much and pick up the crazy foul. Zouzoua puts it on the floor, stops and pops, takes the tough one and knocks it down.
That was you know, I questioned some of his shots in the first game because I thought he went to difficult pull-up jump shots when maybe you could have had a penetration to a kick, but right there, maybe there's a reason why he looks to go to his pull-up jump shot, as that was a tough shot he just knocked down.
I mean, going baseline, drops it inside, beautiful pass. It's a really super cut by Kazemi. But you make the point, Mohamed Amini getting it done here. 18 years old, I think, is the key part of that 18 years bit.
He doesn't look like an 18-year-old.
Kazemi, nice a chance to lead the break. 2-on-1. Oh, what a block! That's how to get back in the play, and the Cote d'Ivoire go the other way. Fofana trails inside out, he turns it over. And there it's a 1-on-none, and we get the 2 this time, and what a play face. Reza Farr gets the 2.
What a sequence of plays.
Well, we're going to get the easy 2. It's the play before we really need. That's how to get back. This is how you get back. Just pinned it.
And unfortunately, down on the other end, Fofana ends up turning the ball over. which leads to that easy bucket that we saw right before the timeout. I like this because I felt that Iran, they made some adjustments, especially on the pick and roll situation. Let's listen in.
Switching way too much. Very simple. Zero fouls, we are letting them go. Next offense, let's go core inside. Move away, let's spread. Hey, defense, if we score in box, defense, if we score in box, I will tell you.
Well, what was a great start by the Côte d'Ivoire has turned into a tremendous response by Iran.
Yeah, you know, first few minutes of this game, you kind of said, okay, it looks like the athleticism and the pace and the physicality that Côte d'Ivoire can play with, this might be their game. But just a good job by Iran. I thought they made, like I mentioned just before the timeout, they made a couple defensive adjustments. Obviously, Amini has stepped up offensively for them. And, you know, I wouldn't say that Iran looks slower than Côte d'Ivoire right now.
No, not at all. And we could definitely say they run with more purpose, they're more balanced coming down the floor, but just coming out of that timeout, little teacher and pupil moment as Daddy was talking to Amini. Must have been along the lines of great job, but you've got to keep doing it. And Côte d'Ivoire coming out of the timeout, the last thing you need to do is turn the ball over. And Iran looked really hesitant the first couple of minutes. But now, they're the team that looks like it has more purpose. Oshieki gets into the half court. Amini going baseline. Spins. Great move. Oh, what a play. Mohamed Amini underlines everything that he's put on the floor in the first quarter here. Super move. Used his body incredibly well. Gets the contact.
You said it, 18-year-old making a name for himself here, 10 points already. He's played the entire first quarter for good reason. I mean, you're 18, you should be able to play 10 minutes in a row.
And the ball will stay with Iran. I mean, obviously, his talent's been identified. You know, he's part of the Monaco program in France, but going up against men is a lot different than going up against an under-21 league. And he has delivered in the first quarter here. 20-13. Iran beginning to control this. Nice pass. Extra one is even better. And Côte d'Ivoire just about come down with it. Zouzoua just about ripped that away. Diabate will come off the ball screen. That's a holding foul.
Nice heads-up play there. They have fouls to give.
Mashariki's one of those like live wire small guards. He knows what he is, and he's going to play quick, and he's going to make life difficult. 4.4 left in this first quarter.
He's also one of the veterans on this team, so he's been around. He knows what it takes to compete at this level.
He's fouled and will go to the free throw line. They're saying he's passing it off, but Iran are in the penalty anyway. He did a great job. Zouzoua didn't settle for the jumper, was aggressive, draws contact, will go to the free throw line. And with that really drought of a period that Côte d'Ivoire was struggling with, really need these free throws. Makes the first. There's 2 for 2 from the line, and they're real momentum builders for them. And at the end of one, after a really impressive start by the Côte d'Ivoire, Iran established the tempo of the game that suited them, and they lead it 20-15 at the end of one.
Well, I think basketball is a game of runs, and we've definitely seen it here. There you see the percentages So Iran 50% compared to just 40%. Cote d'Ivoire, they started well. It was all Cote d'Ivoire the first 5 minutes of that first quarter, but then I think Iran calmed down. Both teams know how serious and what is at stake for this game. They are both, I don't want to say desperately looking for a win, but it will give their Olympic chances more hope, whoever wins today. And I think you know that. And a young Iranian team, maybe they came out with a little bit of nerves, knowing like, you know what, this is the first time in this competition that we have a chance to get an important win. And I could see that kind of being the reason maybe for their slow start.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a factor, isn't it?
Right.
This is only your second game of a World Cup career for half the roster. But this guy, Mohamed Amini, was just incredible. And that we talked a lot at the beginning of the game about the role that Haddadi has, not just in playing when he gets on the floor, but the way he leads his team. And he really has taken Amini under his wing, so to speak, talking to him a lot. And the youngster has enjoyed his time on the floor. He's going to get some rotation minutes. Can't believe it's going to be that long before he comes back. Bemyam Yakchali will inbound the basketball. We've just got to see more defense from Cote d'Ivoire. It started just about survived against it. Don't have to foul at the halfway line. I'm not sure if they're going to call it on Fofana or they're going to call it on Diabate. I think it's Diabate.
I think it was on Diabate. Just a little bit too aggressive. I think he got poked in the eye.
That's when you ask your teammate if you've still got two, isn't it? It's like
it's a silly foul, because it was actually great defense.
Yeah.
Almost picked it up on the back court.
He's going to have to leave, I think, Kazemi, and that's a huge blow. I'm sure he'll be back.
Well, we haven't seen Haddadi yet.
No. He does have an enormous amount of tape on those legs today, more than the other day. Looks like.
Oh, he does.
Looks like it.
Oh, in warm-up,
yeah,
not moving the same. He did say in the press conference, it's been a really long time since I played, so I'm sure he had a lot of ice baths in the last 48 hours.
Asheki, a little slap with the basketball. Fofana's just long, gets a piece. Diabate breaks the defense down, gets to the far side of the ring. Fofana with the feet set for the three is off. Zouzoua is going to put it up, knocks it down again, and I don't think he sees a shot he doesn't like.
No, he definitely, I don't think, we saw that against Spain. We're seeing it here today.
7 points personal for Zouzoua.
How about this? Looks like there's a little box in one.
Well, coach
zone.
talked about it, yeah. Inside-out penetration. I think it's confused Iran a lot. Open three in the corner, though, is short. Defensive rebound is collected by Abu, who gets his first action. Lines it up. Early three.
And now I think maybe Cote d'Ivoire settling a little bit too much for outside shots. They had success early in the game attacking, maybe finding the post or kicking.
See, Razafar's getting the one treatment in the box and one. Ball's knocked away. Well, that's two stops in a row. Now again, no shot he doesn't like. Hits the back of the ring. He had good ball coverage, though. Good early shot in terms of where his rebounders were. Abu, nice pass. And one. Timing on the pass is excellent as Tape just cut hard and said, give me the ball.
Yeah, great job taking the contact, finishing, giving yourself an opportunity to score as he does, now going to the free throw line. You know what? Maybe I would question a little bit some of the shot selection by some Cote d'Ivoire players, but when you offensive rebound the ball so well, I mean, even during the qualifiers for this competition, they were in double digits in offensive rebounding. So they already have 6. You can't really fault bad shots when they know how to go and get the rebound.
And as much as when we've talked about, oh, they look good, they run more nice stuff, if that's not the thing for you as a team, you just don't want to just get, oh, we run great patterns if it's not working for you. And that maybe they're in that transitional phase. And the one thing that you said, that's absolutely right, they do go to the glass hard. We said right at the beginning of the game, Iran's going to have to work hard on the glass. And we've got a great one, 20-20, 8:14 to go in the second quarter. And here's, it's like Iran have had to take that timeout because of the box-and-one defense, because they really were struggling. So when you're struggling to make good decisions, what do? You bring the most intelligent, most experienced, highest IQ player you have on your roster, and their daddy is gonna make an appearance. Because the one thing, if Cote d'Ivoire are gonna run a box-and-one and daddy's going to find holes in it, you know he's going to be able to make great decisions. And I think we said in the opening game, when he was on the floor, everybody else seemed to just raise up 2 levels in confidence. Tape completes the 3-point play.
Well, quickly, that 5-point lead that Iran had at the end of 10 has now become a 1-point lead for Cote d'Ivoire, so great job here. But they started the first quarter well as well.
And Iran has just really been phased by this box-and-one. It almost doesn't matter who they pick up. It's almost just to disrupt. Diabate on the penetration, goes back. Daddy just protected the middle. Wants the travel's not going to get it. 13 seconds on the possession. Mohamed Amani's going to come back in. Reza Farr will check out. It wouldn't surprise me if they didn't box-and-one Amani. It's not about the player, it's about the different structure. Abu gets his feet set out of bounds, strokes it beautifully.
That was a big-time shot. Nice little set out of bounds there. Maybe fell asleep a little bit on the defensive end.
Well, the early drought in this quarter continues for Iran, and again, this defense is just completely taking them out of rhythm. See, I agree with you, Shona. Like, I don't see that as a legitimate attempt to play the ball. Left hand, trying to get to the other side. That's just as power to stop the break.
But if the refs, they're changing the way that they've called the game,
absolutely.
and players have to know and take advantage of it as well. I mean, it's
absolutely,
it's a defensive play, really.
Inside, outside. Fofana, 9 on the possession. Zouzoua, this is going up. Steps back for the 3 and fills it up, and why not? If it's not broken, don't fix it. And he is just hot in this first half.
I like how you called while he was still dribbling that was going to go up, though.
On the dribble, Goran needs a pass. The daddy with a backdoor feed. The Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire really active at the top of that box. Tough 3 from the corner is good. And Yak Charlie just backs himself and knocks it down. Diabate comes off the ball screen and pulls out. We'll get a reposition. Inside, outside, extra pass. Nice penetration, far side of the ring for 2, but Fofana is good. I like it when they just keep it sharp. They don't have to run complicated stuff. They move the ball really nicely. Amini has it, thinks about it, moves it on. Gets it back, lines it up. That's off the front. Charlie tried to convince the official he was pushed. Diabate gets away with a carry, moves it on. The Boo takes a tough one. And Iran will control the basketball. Yeah.
Oh, no, maybe not, because the ball's going back to Iran. So you see him, though, going, my bad, my bad. He knew it was a bad shot. As you see the nice, strong take. Like you said, when they're kind of keep it simple, are precise, because they're not selfish.
No.
Sometimes, yeah, of course, you're going to take bad shots, but it wasn't a selfish reason why he took the bad shot.
Absolutely right. But Zouzoua is on fire. He needs the ball as often as they can get it to him.
Yeah, just like Amani, number 6 for Iran in the first half. This zone has really flustered. You know, I'm saying it's a box and one.
They're just following Yakchakli at the moment. And you're like, why? The open three, knocks it down, and he, alongside Mohamed Amini, stroking the shot. Perhaps gets his feet set, really looks very effective. And Cedric Barr just can't handle the pass. And Iran have steadied the ship a little bit, but they've steadied the ship by making 2 tough threes. They still haven't worked out this box and one defense. You know, normally it's a box and one where you guard the toughest guy on the floor, perhaps, or give the guard a hard time. But this is just a different shape of defense almost. Now they're back man to man. Daddy needs a touch, gets it. Going against Cedric Barr, that lean back trademark 2 is good. Barr's just not big enough to challenge that.
Not many people in this competition who are big enough to challenge that.
It's just a joy to see him on the floor after the injury issues. Kone drops it inside. They did a really nice job on the penetration. The far side of the ring, that's a tough finish. They're gonna count. Oh, they're gonna gonna get 2 shots anyway. Board already at the ring, so it's live, so it can be played with. When Fofana goes to the ring, he's so long. He is long.
I mean, he's one of the most veteran players on this team. He's participated in every qualification game for them. You know, he's been committed to this program for a while. I wouldn't say he's the best outside shooter.
No. But it's good enough, you have to respect it.
Exactly, yeah.
If he's wide, if he's open, he's got to take it because it's good enough. Maybe if they're going to go man to man, maybe he's the guy that could take Haddadi a little bit more length than Cedric Barr. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Just over 67% on the season from the free throw line. And we've really got an intriguing one. 31-28. Iran led at the end of one, and Cote d'Ivoire have shown a couple of different look. Great hands by Kone. Comes up with a steal. Now looks to run. Abu, good decision. Zouzoua is off. Will get his own rebound though. Abu, great decision to give it to the hot hand, and he doesn't knock it down, but another offensive rebound, and there's a foul on the play. And Haddadi says to his guys, what's going on?
I think he was upset because his guard got out and started running the fast break before they had come up with the defensive rebound. So the veteran letting his guards and the younger players know, hey, that's not acceptable. We can't start to run until we have the ball. But that's why you have him on the team. And they respect him enough that you don't take it personal. He wants you to be better, and he wants the team to be better.
Yeah, because none of those, you're right.
He's the most veteran player on this team.
Absolutely.
And I'm not just talking FIBA events. I mean, this is an NBA guy. This is, you know, has played in big clubs over in China during the professional season. He knows what it takes to win, plain and simple. So you listen to your captain.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he puts it on the floor. No one stops him. He gets fouled. Can't get it to drop. They're going to call it on the pass. I mean, going back to those rebounds as we go, and Amini is just fearless.
I think that's a great word to describe him today compared to how we did the other day. And you know, no knock on the youngin. I mean, he's only 18 years old. Yeah, he's playing over in France and Monaco's young development kind of club part of it.
Fofana again is aggressive, gets bumped, no call, chance to run, that's quick. Super drive, but can't complete with great follow. Yeah, Charlie does what you're supposed to do, stay with the play, follow it. And again, Goran just doesn't stop. Should have made the first one, but bowed out by Achali. Zouzoua again puts up the tough lead away for 2. And the scout must say, just guard him, because he's not passing. Get after him, because he's not looking to give it up. 3-point game, and a real nice feel to it. Daddy out top, needs a pass, finds a pass. Achali can't get the 3 to go. Defensive rebound. Owned by Fofana. Kone has it, will take Cedric Barr's screen. Gets in the lane, tough one off the glass. They're going to call, if they call her Daddy, that's his 3rd foul. Well, there's no one else to call.
Going to have to go against him, so I think we're going to see him go to the bench. You're not going to take a risk. I know he doesn't play big minutes, and he's not expected to play a ton of minutes for this team, but I imagine if this game is getting close at the end of the game, oh no, he is going to stay in.
Yeah.
How about that? He's someone, I mean, he's smart enough to know that, all right, I have 3 fouls. I need to play smarter defensively. Probably, I mean, he probably, I think it's honest to say that he doesn't move how he used to. You know, it's what, 8 months ago he had an Achilles injury?
Yeah, 8 months.
That's a very quick return. And, you know, he is on the older side at 38 right now. But he's still the most experienced, the most capped player. So no surprise, they are going to take him out. You need him at the end of the game.
Mirazari, he's going to come in. And Mirazari, when he came in the first quarter, was really effective. That's what it says on the tin. I'm a big man who's going to rebound and take up a lot of space. Nice soft touch on it. Here's the money again. Finds him a high. Amine wide open on the skip, but Bulgo, he's almost taken his shot before he caught it. Going to have to put this up. Takes it strong to the glass. Has it knocked away. Comes off his thigh, and it'll be a Côte d'Ivoire basketball. Coach Demir's be interested to see. Someone just needs to talk to him a little bit. Got a little frustrated after the great first quarter. In the second quarter, when he's come back into the game, he's found life a little bit more difficult. But his team have found it more difficult as well. Kone in the half court. Fofana out top. Cedric Barr will reverse the basketball. Kone comes back. Will take the ball screen. Looks to attack it. Steps on the big step. Is fouled. Will go to the free throw line. Kone's long and quick, protects the ball really well. Agameri picks up the personal. Well, you can see why they were so keen to get Kone fit for this game.
Not really sure what he hurt in the first game, because he looks good out there. Yeah. He's moving well. Nothing seems to, I mean, at least from you know, our view.
He did roll his ankle at one point in that Spain game.
He stayed in. I mean,
he walked up and then came back. Yeah. He puts it on the floor, moves it on. Extra pass, finds the corner. Nice skip, wide open. Achilles got the through. Chakli has really shot the basketball well. Great find. And as soon as Côte d'Ivoire take their foot off it a little bit defensively, Iran have a little bit more time, move the basketball and get open looks. Drogba with a push, doesn't get it to go. Nisre Zouzoua into the half court and get it back. Takes the ball screen. They show hard on it, ball's deflected, and with 13 on the possession, Iran will take it on the sideline. Not a lot of fouls, not a lot of free throws. The game's had a real nice rhythm to it.
Yeah, it's had a great rhythm to it. I think both teams have tried to push the tempo to their advantage. We've seen a lot of players knock down some big-time shots from both teams.
Charlie off the screen, they switch it this time, trying to take away that three-point threat that he's offering. Well, he's halfway to downtown Jakarta, doesn't get it to go. He was at the bus stop on that one. Cedric Barr doesn't get it to go. Defensive rebound pulled in. And again, Zouzoua just doing what he's supposed to do. Charlie. 10 on the possession, will take the ball screen. Razor Park puts it on the floor, needs a pass, finds one. Charlie attacks the close, that little floater for two. He is fouled and will go to the free throw line. It's about attacking that closeout that you talked earlier on about. It's that place between the three-point line and the keyway.
I mean, obviously they got to get out and they have to respect Charlie. He's knocked down a couple threes for them already, so they're going to be concerned about that. And then what's in your bag of tricks after a team aggressively goes ahead and takes away your three-point shot, and just a nice heads-up play there. They're able to draw a foul on the shot, and we're going to have a timeout, as I'm sure Côte d'Ivoire want to figure out what they're going to do these last 19 seconds.
Guys, listen to me. Hey, Wap, you're a 5. Ba, you're a 4. Solo, you're 2. Solo. Ba, you're here. Solo, you're here. Bazu, you're here. Charlie, you're here. Hey, like we said, you make a screen. Wap, after Ba, after this, you clear out. Charles, solo attack. Wap, pop. You are here, Bazu. Okay? Ba, you just change the side. Look for pick and pop. Okay? Let's go. Well, we gotta wait. We got 90 seconds. Last 10 seconds.
It's Coach Prokic taking the timeout ahead of the throws. It means he's guaranteed to, get the chance to get his guys organised.
Yep.
But he does have that dilemma, doesn't he? You mentioned it before, and we talked about, like, how quick do you want to be, how organised do you want to be, and as a coach, he's walking that balance.
Yeah, no. I don't mind coaches taking the timeout, especially in this situation, 19 seconds. Maybe, puts a little doubt into the person taking the free throws as well. They lost their rhythm. Well, not for a good player, for a good shooter by Charlie, but still.
Well, you're not in that same rhythm. You haven't just been fouled.
Yeah,
You walk to the line. You got to sit down, get up, and take the throws. And he's done a great job. Makes the two. Closes it to a 2-point game, and it feels like a 2-point game. Both teams really have had an excellent periods in this first half. Kone will hold for the last shot. Well, Coach Prokic knows where he wants it to go. Fofana puts it on the floor, down the lane, off the glass for 2, doesn't get it to go. They're not going to get this away, and that'll do it for the first half. Fofana was aggressive and strong, but he stayed down, out of shot. But that's confirmation of the first half score here. Côte d'Ivoire have a 37-35 advantage over Iran. Fofana is up, just to let you know, but Côte d'Ivoire go in at the half, up 2.
Well, you said it. It feels like a 2-point game. Iran shooting the ball well, 53%, 38% from three. Not a bad clip. For me, it's the offensive rebounding. They did a much better job keeping Côte d'Ivoire off the offensive boards. They only had 2 in that second quarter. As you see, the top scorers, Zouzoua 12 and Amini 10.
There is the World Cup app as well as the courtside app that you've seen the QR code for before. This World Cup app, any action you want and detail you want about the World Cup, get that QR code and get the detail. Here we are then, start of quarter 3. Côte d'Ivoire will inbound the ball. Maxence Dadier will inbound. And Kone, as he has done for a large chunk of the first half, will get things going for the Côte d'Ivoire. He'll come back and try and clear the block. Barr tries to go to work, goes to the left hand. Beautiful little jump hook.
Nice little set out of the halftime there. Obviously, that was for the captain, Cedric Bach. So they're back into, do we call it a zone? Matchup, box, man.
It's still a box, you know. They're going to just, the only thing, when they switch, they'll switch on if they are chasing. Great take, great block. Oh, great challenge by Barr. It's called as a foul. And you think the referee obviously correct, but great challenge. Really strong first step drive. And he's back.
He didn't settle for the 3-point shot either.
Well, he had the great first quarter, the quiet second quarter. I don't know if they're going to count that because everybody was swapping slots.
No basket. 2.
I mean, he's just got a look from the official there, like, you shouldn't take it. I need to give you the ball. This is the World Cup. And he makes a second. So Iran just extend the defense. It's just more to work the ball, not really get after it. Take a little bit of time out of the possession. Tony gets it into the half court. Sidibe will move it on. Barr, who did a great job in the block. Starley kicks the open 3. Sidibe 2. Sidibe makes it.
I like the way that this Côte d'Ivoire team is playing. You and I both covered some of their games in the qualifications for this tournament, and they play a lot more unselfish than they did when I watched them throughout the windows.
Great work on the glass. Now just dropped it, and he is absolutely shooting the ball beautifully. Yak Charlie needs a lot of touches here. If they can get open, he's knocking down shots. Barr on the penetration, possibly should have shot it, turns it over. Iran have a chance to run, and with numbers. Open 3 is off, and that's the difference between some of these teams here. Amini wide open, Barr with a throwdown. And the captain has started this second half aggressively.
And he had that turnover the last possession down. I was just complimenting this team, how I think they're a lot less unselfish. Maybe he was too unselfish on that turnover the possession before that dunk by Barr.
Barr's going to get charged with a personal. Mirazahi, we're not being unkind to Mirazahi when we say he's not the most athletic guy they have on the floor. He's not. He doesn't do a lot of things, but what he does, he plays 5 feet from the basket and in, sets good screens, goes up strong, doesn't try and do anything that he's not supposed to do. He's got a skill set and he's using it. What he has to do now is make the free throws. Two for 2 from the line. Continues to do what a big man is supposed to do. Côte d'Ivoire Daddy will get it back to Kone. Kone into the half court. Daddy just gets it back to Kone, puts it on the floor, breaks the defense down, kicks to the corner. Daddy had the three, takes it hard to the ring. That's a take by Sidibe, but he can't finish. And there was just too many red shirts. Charlie will get it back off the handoff. And kicks. Amini for free is no good. And Kazemi saw that he was going to foul, and he could have pulled out of it. But down the other end, Kone's down and has stayed down.
I don't think this is a good look.
No.
Especially because we know he was injured after the last game. Questionable to play today. He has looked good. Maybe hasn't been as aggressive attacking the basket.
Well, he went hard into a lot of traffic on the penetration. Made the smart move to give it up and then came down and everybody followed the pass. And it wasn't until play came to the end after the score that he's going to get carried off, which is, and he's absolutely not wanting to put weight on that left foot. When he walked off in the Spain game, he sort of hobbled off a bit.
Not like this, though.
No, he hobbled on his own.
Yeah.
This is like he really is not putting any weight at all on that right one. So the Côte d'Ivoire, with the 43-41 lead, have just lost their floor general in Kone. Diabate has checked in. Did a nice job in the first half. Côte d'Ivoire will, when they remember that it's their ball, will bring it in. Diabate doesn't have to force anything, just has to run the floor for his team. Will take the Sidibe screen, looks to attack it, takes it, gets it back to Sidibe. The step back three, Dale for three is no good. They chased him again off the line. That's a great rebound by Sidibe. Needs a pass, finds a pass. And he puts it on the floor. Diabate kicks. Gets it back in the corner, lines it up, knocks it down for three. And that'll settle him down, if anything will.
That was great. Well, first of all, it was great offensive rebounding. And then I like, they stayed aggressive. They attacked. Penetration kick, extra pass, leads to a wide open three, nothing but net.
Charlie needs and gets, he's got to put it up, puts it up from way downtown. It's nothing, chance for Côte d'Ivoire to look to be aggressive in transition, which they are, to the glass of two. Super finish by Dadier, and timeout, Iran, and they need it. Nice run for Côte d'Ivoire. They haven't let that injury to Kone phase them at all. They lead this one 47-41. Timeout by Iran. Coach Demir is going to have to find a way, and it may be through Daddy coming back in the game.
He does have those 3 fouls, though. Let's listen in and see what he wants to change up.
First of all, but don't make rush. There is too long time. Okay. Enough time. Just they are getting offensive rebound. We have to get rebounds together. They are pushing under the basket, box out. In the middle, the short guy, we have to get the ball. When we come to offense, but they are pushing us to outside. We have to go inside with us. Inside. Don't confuse man-to-man box out. One man-to-man set play. Outside opposite. 2 men up. Okay, everything. Okay. فقط بیت نشین آقا. بیت نشین حامدن. بیا.
Well, they're going to play the Daddy card.
Yep.
And at the same time, Kazemi's in the game, so Demir, when he's faced with the issues going with his experienced guys,
But did you hear Coach too said, you know what, let's go ahead and just run our man offenses, because they're just as confused as we are about what kind of defense this is. And you know what, if you don't know, go ahead, run your man sets, see where they follow you out to.
Yep. Going to be the most effective lineup as Cote d'Ivoire chase it and trap it. And they just get out of where they want to go. Nice little change up by Coach Prokic coming out of their timeout. There's a whistle on the play. Mashiaki picks up the first one for the hold. Took a bang in the head for the trouble. Amini's going to sit. Reza Far will check back in for Iran. Diabate will inbound the basketball. Sadiq gets it back. Nice pass, great finish. And Cedric Barr is having a quarter. Super catch, nice penetration. And he made it easy, I suppose, but it was a tough pass to take.
You know, out of halftime, the first play out was set up for him, and I think that gave him a little bit of confidence.
Extra pass to the corner, wide open for three is good. And Reza Barr. And they just look so much more assured when the daddy touches the basketball. Daddy able to advance it, gets the early ball screen. Sidibe will pick and pop. Doesn't get a look. Iran are going to show a 2-3 zone. It's one way of protecting a daddy. Barr, short jump shot is no good. Great board. Super board. Sidibe all over the offensive glass. He's had a quarter where he's just outworked everybody.
Yeah, I talked about in that last time out. Says you guys got to box out. It's tough to box out when someone has hops like that.
Barr with a defensive rebound. Diabate's done a really nice job coming in for Kone at the injury. Backs it out, takes the ball screen, slices to the middle of that zone. Dale lines it up, feet set. Doesn't get it to go. Adade with a defensive rebound. Iran have got to commit to the break. Showing off the glass. Adade just holds his space. He's fouled. Wow. He just held people away from him. Just held his space. We'll go to the free throw line, and they really do need to tick the scoreboard over.
Great pass to Ba. Nice cut, little look away. I really like the way that Cote d'Ivoire have been playing, you know, maybe this quarter and then 8 minutes of the second quarter. They've looked like a different team. Worry is Kone. I'm not sure if we'll see him come back into the game. You guys can't see, but we can. He is behind the bench, walking around. It looks like he is walking gingerly, though, in my opinion.
And we keep talking about this. It's about qualifying for potentially qualifying for the Olympic Games, and it's not just about today. So, you know, they've got another at least 3 games. So, you know, do you especially, got to say, especially as Solomon Diabate has really done a decent job since he's come in. Daddy has it, gets it back. Still showing the 2-3 zone, Iran.
And this game right here, potentially, you know, assuming everything goes to plan, which it never does, who wins today most likely will finish 3rd in the group, so they'll have a win going into those all-important classification games. As their record, there you see him. So it is definitely his right ankle, like you said.
2:35 to go in quarter 3. 5-point lead for Cote d'Ivoire, and Iran steadied the ship a little bit. The zone has. Once they've started to rebound in it, it's started to slow up Cote d'Ivoire. The 3 off the big full screen is good. Gets a really friendly roll from Masaraki. Mashiaki really not lacking in confidence at all. Just knocks it down. And the zone by Iran is pretty much having the same effect on Cote d'Ivoire that their zone had on them. Ivory for the 3 is no good. Haddadi just holds his space and rebounds. Mashiaki has it. They don't have to run with Haddadi on the floor. They've got to get him involved, so they've got to wait for him at times. It's worth waiting for as well. Shaggy puts the ball up in the keyway. Haddadi just gets to the right space. Now the 3. Shali continues to knock down the 3-pointer.
It's just the intensity that Haddadi has. You know, you see him yell at him, hey, shoot. And then his celebration looks like he's mad. But we've also seen him, you know, yell at his teammates when he is mad. And he's just such an intense, the captain Haddadi for Iran. But he knows how important every game is and how much it really, really means to play for your country.
Well, it's the Cote d'Ivoire, and they have the problems. They can listen to their timeout.
Here, one, big with solo, pop, pass, and we wait for Nisre for the shot. When you make a screen, they open up to get the ball. Or we have a pass here for Wap. Come on, guys, say. Come on.
Well, we've talked about this game being a game of runs. A 14-0 run followed by an 8-0 run. I think we're going to be in that situation all the way through. There's 2:42 to go in the 3rd. Let's get a look at, let's just say, a very, very severe tape job. There's a lot of tape around that. I'd almost say it looks too bad to risk.
Almost looks like they're just adding tape as well. You mentioned they have 2 more games for sure. Another game in group play. And then they will have 2 of those games in the classification round.
Dale thinks about the 3, moves it on, and again, why something's not broken, don't try and fix it. The 2-3 zone has just taken Cote d'Ivoire out of what they want to run. Even Zouzoua can't get a shot away. Great community. He's at the back of that zone. Zouzoua cuts, he just tells Kazimi, you've got to get out.
Yeah.
10 on the possession. Well, Zouzoua just settles for the 3. And that's literally what it was. Fofana hasn't seen a lot of time. Back in now. Hand kick. Nice find. Kazimi's going to go handoff. No, it's not there. They take it away.
Don't forget, Haddadi's playing with those 3 fouls.
Yeah, Charlie puts it up. Haddadi just says, I'm having it. Fofana looks really disappointed, really frustrated. But Haddadi has just shown if you're watching and you're not a leaper, just watch the way this guy rebounds. He gets space, holds space, just solid. Rebounds with his strength and his basketball IQ at the free throw line. Chance to make an 8-0 run, a 10-0 run. Zouzoua, not necessarily your best option when you're not functioning against the zone, because if he's hot, give him the basketball. Yeah. You roll the dice with that one.
I mean, he was their best scorer in the first half, so kind of got to take a risk. He was 2 of 5 from 3-point range. He had 12 points in that first half, slowed off here.
Haddadi makes both. And the scoring drought for Cote d'Ivoire continues. Approaching 3 minutes right now. Diabate moves it on. Zouzoua to the corner. Dali, feet set for three is good. And Zouzoua makes a great decision to give it to Dali in the corner. And wow, they needed that. We got a new game with 1:28 to go in three. We're locked at 54. Dali with the handoff. Yakshali thinks about the three. Now they're deep on the clock that turned it over. Diabate hesitates, gets into a seam on the zone, is fouled. Iran have only committed the one foul while they've been in that 2-3 zone, so fouls to give. And Yakshali is going to take the last minute or so of this third quarter. He'll probably get a little rest as well at the beginning of the fourth. And then you've got to think he's going to be back to try and close this game out. Amini's got to go. You need Amini to get going again. Need to rediscover what he was doing in that first quarter. Dali, having made the three, you'd like to find him another one with his feet set. Diabate penetrates, finds him, lines it up. Feet set for three is short. Kazemi comes down with the defensive rebound. Amini has it. And you hit the second side. And then he gets to the block. Nice pass. Oh, they blow the layup. He wants the foul, but there's no foul there.
How good is that pass? We saw him do that the other night.
Daddy just owns that space at both ends of the floor. He's just absolutely dominant around the charge circle, rebounding at both ends of the floor. There's a 3-second differential between possession and game clock. Masha Yeki. Great find. Mazapar steps back, could have taken the first one, doesn't need to. Nails the long two. And that will do it for the end of three. Razafar just gets his feet set. Nails the long two off the step back. And gives Iran a 2-point advantage at the end of the third quarter. They lead this one 56-54.
Well, this game has been a game of runs.
Hey, hey guys, please.
As you see the shooting percentages there, Côte d'Ivoire bumping up their percentage, 47%. Three-point shooting for Iran, though, in the 40s, especially when you consider that they only shot 21% in their game day one. You know, that's definitely a big positive for them. But really, both teams now, I'm sure the game, we could look it up for you, how many times. It says it's only been 3 lead changes, but it feels like a lot more than that because there's been big scoring runs. You know, the biggest scoring run for Côte d'Ivoire was 14-0, and then for Iran, it was...
Yakshali has also been exceptional for this Iranian national team.
Do you think, you know, you mentioned Haddadi, the more he's on the court, the better chance that Iran has a chance to win. He can't play 10 consecutive minutes. So do you, I mean, he's obviously on the court right now, so that's why I brought that up. You play him, what, 2.5 minutes?
4 minutes.
And then put him down and then maybe put him back in?
Yeah,
depending on
the game and where you are, but you've got to think, regardless of the situation.
Okay.
I think, I mean, his rebounding situation is unbelievable.
Yeah, I think he's probably the most efficient rebounder as far as minutes.
Yeah. And
then how many rebounds he pulls down.
Well, he made the long two at the end of the quarter. And he just went with again, race apart. Diabate is fouled on the way out. Race apart picks up the personal. They're going to give him the 2 shots. You got to say he's done a great job since the injury to Kone. They really haven't missed a beat as such. Solomon Diabate really has taken the opportunity.
I mean, the good news is that I think he is. Maybe I'm wrong. I was going to say I think Kone might be back on the bench, but is he still sitting behind them? Can't see from here.
He's still behind.
Oh, he is still behind. So I think that means we're probably not going to see him again today.
Oh, Daddy with a beautiful bounce pass. He wants the foul as well. He is just...
He's just so smart.
It's a clinic, isn't it? A clinic of decision-making. It's just tremendous. About it goes inside. Fofana just about hangs on. Fofana moves it inside. Zouzoua steps back. Tough two, can't get it to go. And you roll the dice with him. It's a good shot, maybe made it a little bit harder because he took it off the dribble, but Spar goes to the corner, and Daddy wants it. He needs a touch every time down the floor. And when he hasn't got a pass, he's going to take that little step back, gets it to go.
You talked about a clinic. His first intention is to find his teammates, and when they're not available, he says, all right, I guess I have to score.
It's a privilege to watch him play. Penetration foul as Fofana took it strong to the inside, but takes it to the inside, thinks there's a drive lane, and Daddy is just there. Just takes up the space. They've caught it on in Daddy, though. That'll be...
Yep. You saw him, I don't know if you saw, there we see the smart decision-making, the nice little drop pass, and the next possession in exactly the same spot. But it's he who decides to score. Down here on the defensive end, he picked up his 4th personal foul, which is concerning. And it's funny because he yelled at his teammates saying, hey, put your hand up, tell him it was on you.
Exactly.
And then the ref looks at him like, come on. He's like, yeah, you're right.
Diabate has it out top. Got to put it up, 3 on the clock, takes the tough 3, hits the front of the iron. And Iran will have to wait because they're so much better when Haddadi gets involved in the offense. Haddadi goes deep. Well, they almost... Mashiaki was more intent on trying to draw the foul as opposed to move the ball. Zouzoua puts it on the floor, attacks the seam, has to back out. Cedric Barr inside, gives it back to Zouzoua for the long 3 is good. But his feet were set, he was balanced, he just knocks it down. That's a huge 3.
That is a huge 3.
15 points personal,
yeah, but hadn't scored since the first half.
Whistle on the play. Armenia again looking positive. See, I'm okay with the inside-outside when his feet are set. Mashiaki will sit down. He's replaced by Iguran, who's had quite a long spell out of the game. Iran pretty much back with their starters. It's just that Haddadi is in, and he obviously didn't start. Gets it on the inside, ball's knocked away, goes back up, is fouled, and he'll just go to the free throw line. Just holds his space again. Gets hit 2 or 3 times on the way up. Cedric Barr might well have blocked the ball, but everybody hit everything else. It is one of those things, in a World Cup moment, if you want, it's a privilege to see this guy play still. You know, at 38 years old, he is absolutely...
Coming off a major injury.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And then he even plays the referee smart. He just apologized to the official. I just got a bit... I was wrong to shout.
Yeah.
You know, he just goes and tells him. But he misses the throw. Built him up too much there. Chance to increase this to a 2-point game. 7 minutes to go in the 4th. Makes the second.
Well, he's still in the game. He has 4 fouls. There's 7 minutes left. You just kind of ride this train?
I think
with Haddadi,
yeah, I think they're going to go with, we're going to sit him down for a couple of minutes. If we sit him down now and we bring him back,
it's going to be too tight.
Yeah. And if you're going to leave anyone in, you leave him in. Wide open in the corner. Fofana. Only just come into the game, Mike Fofana. Amini. Off the glass for two. Tough finish.
Tough finish against 3 white jerseys. As he's going to get a warning, though, because he grabbed the rebound after.
Give him a tech.
Oh, they gave him a tech right away.
Yeah, Yak Charlie is trying to plead the case of the youngster. Yeah, he just, I don't care how young you are. It doesn't matter how young you are.
And then he throws it to the referee, not even the players.
You just don't do that. You don't do that when you're 13, let alone when you're 18. Someone tells you that straight away. He's just got to forget about it, though. It's happened. Got to move it on. Mohamed picks up the technical foul. Dedier has the basketball. Abu's also in the game. Off. The glass is blocked. Just bring it to me. And that'll be back to the Côte d'Ivoire. Looked to me as though it came off of Guigurin. Demir's asking, he's going to review it. I actually think it did come off of Guigurin. That guy's on 4 fouls. He's 38 years old.
I'm just watching the highlights.
He's got an Achilles injury that you just don't want to have.
But, I mean, let's not forget the 2008 Olympics. Playing for Iran, he led the entire tournament in blocks per game, as well as rebounds.
We are reviewing head coach challenge.
And he's
actually...
Let's take a listen to the officials reviewing the out of bounds.
This one. Go. No. This one. Let's go. Slowly. This one. Let's go. Slowly. Give me this one almost, please. Okay. Nothing. Main camera. Yeah, let's go. Main camera. Slow. Give me. Go. Okay. This angle. This one. Okay.
The point is back.
Go.
This is the point there.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So the call is off white. The call is red ball.
Red ball. Yeah.
We agree?
Yeah. Coaches challenge. Unsuccessful. Call it. Successful. Yeah.
Well, it's one of those ones, if you trust your player, he absolutely knows if he touched it or he didn't.
Yeah, but every player also says they don't foul, and then you look at it.
Yeah. I agree with that one.
But no, I know what you're saying, Mark. Yeah, for the most part. Are you sure you didn't touch it? Yes, I'm positive.
Yeah. I mean, it looked really tight. It looked like there was a deflection, but there obviously wasn't. And then the other thing it's done, and that Daddy's struggling. You saw him in that prayer, but it gave him a chance to get a few minutes, rest.
And stretching. You saw him stretching his Achilles.
Nice pass. Oh, what a block, though. Super pass, and Bar just pinned it. Zouzoua kicks it. Every possession now in this fourth quarter, crucial 4-point game. Dedier has it. Zouzoua going to attack it. Looks to get an angle, but he can't. takes a tough lean away. He's bowed out by the defense that just did not stay straight. And then goes for something they don't need to go for. Yak Charlie just should have let him take the tough one.
There you see the nice block by Ba. I think what's more concerning is that foul is going to be the 4th foul on Amini. Yeah, so it is his 4th. The way that he's been playing, you don't want to see him not on the floor at the end of the game.
Well, it's his 4th foul, and that puts Iran into the penalty as well. And it's just under 6 minutes. That's a long time. It's almost as though they're going to try and ride Haddadi for the whole game. Because you're getting past that time where you think, let's take him out. Unless he's going to try and open out a lead with him.
Well, that's what you said, right? Like, do you take him out and let him get cold, though?
Haddadi has it down low. Looks to go to work. Gets to the middle. Mishandles it. That'll go back to the Côte d'Ivoire.
Well, good job there by Cedric Ba, the undersized 4-man for Côte d'Ivoire, because that is a tall challenge.
I mean, Ba has been so effective throughout the game, really, for the Côte d'Ivoire. Abu to the corner. Zouzoua is out of bounds, I think. How many times do you see players step out of bounds? No one makes the court any more smaller or bigger. No one changes the lines. You've been playing for 30, 35 minutes, you know? It's just one of those really sloppy mistakes that could really be an issue.
Frustrating, especially if you're a coach, right?
2-point game. Igor gets it into the half court. Kazemi's checked back in. Yakshali on the back. Oh, over the top, wide open for 3 is no good. Hits nothing. Wide open look for Giagoran. Zouzoua into the half court. The game's tempo is slow as both teams feeling the pressure here. Allier penetrates, gets down the lane, gets a little contact, will go to the free throw line. And that is the issue that Iran have, because that's when Haddadi can't get to the lane to be the big body.
You know, you mentioned it. I know that take was off of a drive and it was a shooting foul, but they are in the bonus. Côte d'Ivoire, if they stay aggressive, they're going to get to go to the free throw line and maybe finish out this game at the free throw line. 4:41, that's a lot of time.
There is 4 minutes. Okay, just we can play even everything. If you continue to zone, we have to play active zone. We have to play continue to active. We have to keep talking. Okay, offensively, we have to play with the tempo. First ball. Play four. Okay, but look, Sajat, bring the ball. Arsalan, set the good screen. You roll. Navid, you come to this side. Hamed, you set the screen to Behnam. Behnam, come here. Sajat, you go. Behnam can penetrate or pass. We can cut or we can roll. We can play like this. Four.
Oh, they really have come up with some huge blocks. Well, both teams, but Côte d'Ivoire in particular. There's a lot of ring protection. When you go to the ring in this game, you have to go strong. After the timeout.
In Côte d'Ivoire, they only got to the free throw line 5 times in their first game, and they have been 16 times, 15 of 16, which is actually an incredible stat for them, because in all of their 12 qualification games, they shot in the low 60s.
Yeah. It was a real Achilles heel for them in qualification. Here's Maxence Dedier, makes the first. He's had to sit there for that timeout and realize he's going back to make 3 throws to tie the game with 4:41 to go. We've got a new ball game with 4:41 to go. We're locked at 63, and Côte d'Ivoire up the floor. Nice little, again, just a different look defensively. Coach Prokic has put a few different looks on the floor. They show that half-court trap. Kazemi comes high to release it. Haddadi in the post, trying to space off him. Double team comes, foul on the play. The double team's enough. They don't need to
foul on it, right?
No,
yeah.
That means they've only got one more foul to give. As long as they rotate hard out of it, they'll be able to deal with any closeouts. Shiraki gets it. But Charlie moves it on. Great work on the offensive glass. Yakchali has it again, new full team. They're going to use Hamadi at the high post to screen. There he goes deep. Yakchali penetrates out of bounds on the sideline.
Exact same thing that you were just talking about, Mark.
It's not like it's a small gym where you got to worry about anything. There's so much space. Maybe two. It's a different color, for God's sake.
The dark blue?
Yeah.
Not part of the floor?
Literally 4 to go. We're tied at 63. I know we said it was going to be tight, but we're not psychic here at all. But this is a classic. Diabate, little floater in the lane. Great work on the glass. Daddy can't hold it. The ball will go back to Iran.
How about this second half that Cedric Ba has been having, especially on the offensive end? I know he's not scoring a lot, but he's attacking the offensive rebounds. Yeah. He's moving well. If you compare him to the first game, I think he's really stepped up, and he's a lot more comfortable out there today.
Massively. Here's Mashaki. Gets it into, that's going to be an offensive foul, Kazemi. Wouldn't mind seeing it again. Offensive foul, so it won't be 2 shots. It will be sideline possession. It's like we're in one of those heavyweight boxing competitions, fights with 1 round to go, and they're both dead on their feet because both teams are just trying to find that way to get over the line. Daddy moves it on, gets it back. This 2-3 zone has just taken the life out of the tempo for Côte d'Ivoire. Daddy lines up the 3, settles for the 3, and makes it. Coach Demir says you've got to be active in that zone. They were anything but active. Huge 3 at this stage of the game.
Well, it was tied for a while. Iran, they've been shooting the 3 well, though.
And Charlie to answer, and Khan, that's much more active on the perimeter.
It's also the person you want shooting that 3. I don't think they needed a 3. I think you can go inside, have Haddadi feed, cut off him. He's an excellent passer.
Cartier has it. Fofana at the high post. Zouzoua is no good for 3. Fofana can't get it. Who comes down with that? Great work, foul on the play. Chakli just wanted it more than anybody else. Whistle on the play will put the Côte d'Ivoire into the penalty. So either team fouls for the last 2:40. We will be shooting throws. Oseki in the half court. Daddy comes to screen. That's going to be offensive, and that's his gone. And
just
you know,
a silly play.
It's just poor execution. He's trying to set the screen.
I'm not sure if maybe it was Zadie over-exaggerated it a little bit. He got hit on the last one as well and was down for a while.
Actually, it just got a little bit messy, didn't it? Really didn't get a good angle. Daddy's going to sip. .228 to go. Mirazahi checks in for Haddadi on the 5th foul. Iran go back man to man. Well, both Shali and Amini have had great games. They need to have a great 2:28 now for Iran. Down 3. Côte d'Ivoire have the basketball. And as you said on a number of occasions, Côte d'Ivoire have to be aggressive here. They can't just settle.
You know, they've had an opportunity to be in the bonus since 4:41. You know, make them have to defend your drive. They're excellent at driving. They share the ball, so if someone comes and helps, they're good at finding the open person. Stay aggressive. If not, why not? You're up 3, go to the free throw line. They're shooting the ball well from the free throw line. Don't forget that also.
Yeah. Diabate comes off the bar screen. Can't turn the corner. Bar screens again. Diabate for the 3 is no good. Great rebounding effort. Razahi just cleans up the mess. Kazemi opens up for him, extra pass. Amini puts it on the floor hard, falls, so they force it a little too much. Diabate leads the break. Zouzoua, Fofana flattens off the defense, they're gonna come back out. Diabate has it. It's been excellent. Zouzoua takes the kit, doesn't make the... That'll go to Iran, I believe. That's going back.
But I think that's a great drive. I know Zouzoua didn't make it, but you know what? There was a lot of contact on the play. I understand the referees not wanting to call the contact. I think the defender did a pretty good job of jumping in his cylinder. And now, so now are they going to official review?
I think it's the officials who are reviewing this because
we're checking
Iran
out of bounds situation.
Last 2 minutes, the referees can check it.
Let's go. Go back. Let's go. Camera under. Let's go. Okay. Not this one, this one. Let's go. So, white, 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 red, red, red. So, red touch the ball last, white ball.
Check the time.
Time. Let's go.
Go.
Go. Go.
It's okay. 131.
131.
And it should be 14 seconds.
And 14 seconds on the shot clock. After reviewing, white ball, 14 seconds on the shot clock. White ball. White ball. Yeah, white ball. Hey.
I do like the fact that they have the technology, the officials to check. It's 1:31 to go in the game. It's a 3-point game.
Who was the player there causing things up? I said statistically, I think the things that Cedric Ba, the captain for Côte d'Ivoire, they don't show up on the stat sheet, but he's the one right there. He's not going to get credited for an offensive rebound, but he's the reason they have the ball back right now. That was up against 3 red jerseys.
Yeah, he's been as effective as anybody in the game. Zouzoua can't get it to drop. Another defensive rebound. Kazemi has it.
I don't know about that shot. Maybe he was feeling it. Clearly he was, because there was no hesitation. Catch and drive.
Can't believe they drew it up. But anyway,
use the clock. Catch and drive.
For the 3. Yaksay nails it. Ties the game at 66 apiece. Yashad League just says, you missed yours, I'm going to make this. We're tied again at 66.
There's a lot of time left. Both teams are going to have a couple possessions to finish this.
Oh, what a finish. What a super finish by Solomon Diabate. Took all sorts of contact. And maybe that's the play they should have done the time before. Take it strong, finish the play, give your team the 2-point lead. Super finish. Let's take a listen to Coach Demir's timeout.
Amine, you go like this. You, Arsalan here. Samir, Amine, you go from here. Okay, you go. And then, Sam immediately set the screen to Arsalan. Pass. Fein up. You are set the back screen to Sam. Sam, pass the ball there. If nothing, Fein up come. Arsalan, you will go under the basket. Fein up, you can pass. Fein up, if there is pass, you ask under good screen. You can make it under the basket. If not, go out. And then the channel is back.
Well, here's the three that ties it up at 66. Yak Charlie has been great for the three-point line. And as we've said so often, Solomon Diabate came in when Kone went down, has been phenomenal. Not only with that big two, he's just run the game for his country. 14-second front court for Iran. It's a two-point game, they just need a good one. Seemed to be that Amini was involved in what coach wanted to run. Sets the back pick and gets the basketball. Yakia Shali puts it on the floor. Great defensive effort, they take everything away. So it takes the lean back for three. Great work on the glass. Kazemi is fouled. Almost, if there's such a thing, almost an offensive interference almost, but...
on that shot?
No, yeah. Kazemi will go to the free throw line. Everyone, those are the times you have to remember everything you're told. Everyone just looks at the ball. Kazemi gets it, goes back up. Will go to the free throw line to tie the game. Kazemi has had his troubles from the free throw line. He shot 40% from the free throw line last season. He misses the first. Let's just say it's a journey. What he wouldn't give for this to be one that goes down. Basket is good, whistle on the play. But the basket is good. There was a lane violation, but from everybody except for Kazemi. 1-point game, 40.4 to go.
I mean, you don't need to foul, you just need a really good defensive possession here and then go down, get a good look, no desperation threes.
Diabate comes off the screen. They're going to call it offensive.
I mean, you called a moving foul on Hadidi. You know, Iran's best player, biggest player. You got to call the same thing no matter what time of the game it is.
Slight move of the hip, lead foot went up the floor a little bit. Timing was just that moment off.
He didn't get his feet set. I mean, I think he can blame his guard for that.
Ashadi puts it on the floor. Ball goes out of bounds and will stay with Iran.
Well, Iran has no more timeouts left. There's 14.6 seconds in the game, 11 on the shot clock. But you know what? Coaches prepared their teams and players for this. You know, you have a quick hitter. You have a last-second shot, out-of-bounds play.
Kashegi will inbound. Amini comes off the screen. They get it on the roll for two. Kazemi redeems himself and gets to the bucket for two. Super execution. Great pass. Iran lead at 69-68. 13.5 seconds to go. Just curled off it. They didn't switch the screen. Flash to the lane. Everyone left. Still has to make it. Kisses it off the window for two. Let's take a listen to Coach Prokic.
Get the ball. Simple. You understand? So, listening, cut, pop, end up, get the ball. We spread, you play pick and roll. You understand? Go! Offensive balls, offensive balls, it means all 5 players offensive.
Well, question for you. They've just come up with an offensive foul on a pick and roll. He's caught it again. They've been so effective just breaking it down on the dribble and spotting up. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
So would you have gone pick and roll or would you have given him space?
I mean, right now, I would think the one thing I don't want to see here, though, from the Ivory, Côte d'Ivoire, I don't want to see a bad fadeaway tough jump shot. Attack the basket, make the referees have to call a foul.
Yeah, here we go then, 13.5 seconds. Côte d'Ivoire have an opportunity to win it with this possession. Fofana is the release on the pressure. Diabate has it. They're going to go pick and roll. Cedric bars the screen, turns it down. Diabate is blocked. They called a foul. They can't get a technical foul here.
And I think the coach has got a technical foul as well.
Technical foul on the coach. With 6.3 seconds remaining, there'll be a single shot and then 2 shots. Tough decision, super penetration.
I said, attack the basket and make the referees have to call a foul. Côte d'Ivoire, they've proven it all game long. They're athletic, they can get to the basket. The disappointing thing right now is the technical coach, the technical foul on the coach. And you know, I understand why Coach Demir was so animated. He thought it was a block shot. The referee gave him a moment to gather himself because he was down on the baseline. And you know, you have a box. He was down on the baseline. The referee gave him a moment to gather himself, and unfortunately, he just had a reaction. The referee said, no, that's too much.
Diabate makes the coach team. He now has the 2 shooting fouls. There is still 6.3 seconds remaining.
Well, it's not like an unsportsmanlike foul. It was a technical foul, so it's just 1 free throw, no ball after the free throws, so.
Iran have no timeout.
But they're only down 1 possession, 6.3 seconds. You can easily get down the court in that amount of time, made or missed here by the Côte d'Ivoire.
Diabate on the free throw line to make it a 2-point game, which he does. They're going to make the substitution. Charles Abou is going to step in. Diabate stepping out.
It's a smart substitution because Iran couldn't take the ball out of bounds quickly and get it in. Now Côte d'Ivoire get to set up their defense. I guess you also get to set up your offense, but had you could have just taken the ball out quickly and gone, I think it would have been a lot easier to get down the floor quicker than making a substitution. So in my opinion, that was a smart substitution there by coach.
So Iran go with 4 perimeter players here. They're going to have to attack this and kick it.
They got to go.
Silly for the game. It's out. It doesn't make it. And Côte d'Ivoire get a huge win. And Coach Demir has got to be very careful now. As frustrating as it is, but let's focus on what was a huge win. There's the confirmation. Côte d'Ivoire get a 71-69 win.
And you see, obviously it's difficult, and you know what? The amount of time and blood, sweat, tears, commitment, sacrifice, I think would be a great word that the players have put in, and also the coaches, and that's why you kind of see the reaction here by the coaches, obviously, and some of the players of Iran. They're disappointed, but unfortunately, it's the way it rolls. I don't think, you know, you just hope that they don't say anything inappropriate right now, the players, because it's going to take away from what a great game this was. I know, unfortunately, they were on the losing side, but let's not forget Cote d'Ivoire. They came up with a huge win, guys, and we need to celebrate that right now.
Yeah, a massive performance for Prokic. Diabate was enormous, absolutely enormous in that game. Kone went out, he stepped in.
Zouzoua, I mean, I questioned that last three that he put up. I thought he should have drove it, but Diabate coming in for the injured Kone. When they needed him, his number was called, and I keep talking about that. This is a long tournament, and it's going to be next man up for a lot of these teams, especially when injuries happen, and that's exactly what we saw by Diabate, knocking down those 3 free throws. But a great free throw shooting day for the Ivory Coast, who, like you said, it was their Achilles heel in the qualification games. As we see the shooting percentages there, well, that's not a great sign, as he's going to go be carried off to celebrate with his teammates. Yak Charlie, what a great game for him. Haddadi, I mean, the veteran, the star, the leader of that team. I thought he played incredibly well. Unfortunately, he wasn't on the court at the end of the game because of foul trouble, because he fouled out. Really, since the last time I watched the Cote d'Ivoire, I think they have made leaps and bounds as far as improvement and how they are playing right now, and it's really a joy to watch them play.
Well, going to get the replays, the best plays of that fourth quarter. Haddadi was just phenomenal, as we said during the game. Both teams at times put some great performances on the floor. But let's not forget this now, because they win here, they've got the game against Brazil. Depending on the result today, they're not even out of the situation of qualifying for the top 16. It's a huge win for them in so many ways. And Cedric Barr was just a phenomenon for his team. He led his team as their captain, scoring, doing everything else, massively undersized at the floor. Super performance by the Cote d'Ivoire. Lots of talking points. I mean, he was one of those. Tremendous performance by the 18-year-old. Gets to the basket on that replay. And they just lost control at the end. That's all we'll say about it. It's just it's tough to lose in that way in a close game. But you cannot lose the control at that moment. And Coach Demir has been a very experienced coach. He knows what the circumstances are. His frustration got the better of him. But at the end of the day, his team have got to dust themselves down, come back in 2 days' time and play their third game.
Exactly. They have 3 more games in this tournament. Yeah, they're going to be coming off a loss that they thought they deserved to win and didn't go that they wanted. How do you bounce back? You know, all right, maybe you feel the hurt for a little while, but then you got to start scouting and getting ready for your third game. And then we know that they're going to be playing classification games. This is not over, like you said, and you can't start to think and act like it is over. Go ahead. I think it's important for you to hurt, because I think that also can motivate you and help you maybe play better, play a little bit harder. I said I thought the team who could play the longest 40 minutes of good basketball would win, and I really do believe that was the Cote d'Ivoire today.
Well, there's confirmation. Cote d'Ivoire get the 2-point win. We'll go to the top temporarily of the group. We've got Brazil and Spain coming up later. And for now, though, we'll say goodbye from Jakarta.